Let me ask you something real quick. What do you do when life hits hard? Like really hard? I want to know. I'm talking your friends turn on you, your house is in ruins, your family's gone, and people are talking about stoning you kind of hard. Sounds extreme, right? But that's exactly what David faced in 1 Samuel 30. And instead of panicking or spiraling into despair like some of us would do, David did something powerful. He strengthened himself in the Lord, his God. Today I want to show you how you can do the same thing, because your strength doesn't come from within you. That's the thing. It comes from the one who holds you. I don't need to tell you life isn't always happiness and worship music. We know that. It gets messy. It gets hard. Especially to keep the faith when we are going through a dark time. And King David, yes, the same David who slayed Goliath, faced some of the darkest moments anyone could imagine. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you some deep, mysterious truth that will lead to you becoming some special Christian superhero. I'm not. But I'm here to tell you that what made David special wasn't that he was immune to problems. It was that he knew where to run when they hit him. So today we're diving into Samuel 36, unpacking how David found strength, not in an army and not in a bottle. That kind of strength is fleeting, but in the Lord, his God. Let's set the scene. David and his men return to Ziklag, and it's bad. Like this is your villain origin story bad. The Amalekites had attacked, burned everything, and taken their wives and children. David's men, his loyal warriors, start whispering about stoning him. Now talk about a rough day at the office. He's grieving the loss of his family. He's responsible for others, and now his people are even blaming him. And then comes this one sentence, this life-changing line. But David strengthened himself in the Lord, his God. No motivational speech, no self-help podcast, just David in the middle of the ashes, leaning on the one who never fails. Let me tell you, sometimes your strength isn't about feeling powerful. It's about reaching out to the power source when you've got nothing left. For when you are weak, then you are strong. So how exactly did David strengthen himself in the Lord? Now, he didn't just tough it out. He worshiped. He prayed. He remembered God's faithfulness. You see, David had a habit of praising even in pain. That was something that was so amazing about him. When Saul chased him, he wrote Psalm 59. When locked up in Gath, Psalm 56. When his own son Absalom betrayed him, Psalm 3. Alone in the wilderness, Psalm 63. In those Psalms, we hear his heart. He cries out, when I am afraid, I will trust in you. In Psalm 56, he says, my soul thirsts for you. In Psalm 63, I can go on and on. David knew how to sing in the dark. That's how he built his strength. You want to know how to survive the storm that you may be in? Praise in the pain. Pray through the pressure. Meditate on his goodness, even when everything screams otherwise. Now, why do we need this today? Let's be honest. Today we face all kinds of Ziklag moments. Family chaos, financial pressure, betrayal from people that you trusted, the weight of past mistakes. And too often we try to solve it all alone. I'm guilty of this one. We think, let me get myself together, then I'll go back to church. But that's like saying, let me stop bleeding and then I'll go to the ER. Church, it doesn't work that way. God isn't waiting for you to be strong. He's waiting for you to admit you're weak so he can be your strength. So now we're going to get into the right response. Here's what I want you to take from David's story, okay? In your lowest moment, run to God, not from him. Praise even when it hurts. Remember how he showed up before. He's gonna do it again. The same God who helped David recover everything at Ziklag is the same God who strengthens you today. So let me ask you again. What do you do when life hits you hard? If you're like David, you don't crumble, you don't lash out, you strengthen yourself in the Lord, your God. Because at the end of the day, your friends may fail, your plans may fall apart, people are always going to let you down, but God will never forsake you. Let him be your strength. Let him fortify you and be your strong tower when you are staring at the Goliath in your life. And sometimes they come from unexpected places. Renew your strength in the Lord and just watch where that faith will take you. Now, if this message blessed you, drop a comment below, subscribe to the channel so we can keep growing. Share this video with a friend who needs a reminder that God is still in the business of restoring everything that the enemy tried to steal. I'm Justin. I love you guys. And until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you.